Okay guys, I'm gonna start do work before I have my dinner. So this is the first 8 Series and it's a beautiful car even until now, right? A V12, a proper V12, and this has been proper beautiful GT car. Now, what makes a difference between a top range GT car versus maybe something like a 6 Series and there are no pillars here, notice that? Okay, there are no pillars here, so there's no B pillar, it's only one pillar that goes all the way to here. So this is just like the Mercedes CL back then. Okay, now let's have a look at the new 8 Series. Of course they call it the 8 Series, but to me this is the, by technical terms, by product lineup terms, this is the successor of the 6 Series that BMW has now. So a lot of you know that I have a 6 Series. This car is actually smaller than the current 6 Series. By millimeters, it is smaller, okay? It is more compact, it is more taut, it is more agile, I would say. And this is, I think, the first BMW with a serious front overhang. Now, BMWs have always have a very short overhang, alright? They've always pushed their wheels all the way out, but this one, for the first time, I'm seeing a lot of overhang and I'm not sure I like it. If you look at from the center hub to the edge of that, right, that's more than 1 meter of front overhang. It's good for aerodynamics, but in terms of looks, I would prefer it to be pushed outwards more, just like a traditional BMW does. Now, in terms of profile, there's no mistake that this car is absolutely beautiful because it's a GT car, right? GT car always have a low roof and very slender, very nice profile. Now, you know that this is the 8 Series, but you'll be surprised if I tell you that the rear passengers, this is the 2+2, you get less rear room than a 4 Series. I haven't sat in yet, but I can already tell you it's gonna be more cramped at the back there compared to a 2 Series or a 4 Series. Let me explain why. This car is actually for those who have made it in life, okay? People who are presumably older and their kids are older as well. So it doesn't carry the need to have your whole family in a car. You know, in Europe, it's very common for someone to buy a coupe and just use it as their family car. They just stuff their kids at the back, alright? This one is more for people who are above 45 years old, 50 years old. Same goes with the 6 Series. My 6 Series has less rear passenger room than a 4 Series or a 2 Series. This one continues that. But when you don't care about the rear passenger, what you're able to do is to give the car a absolutely beautiful silhouette of the roof line. If you look at the 4 Series coupe or the 2 Series coupe, there is a significant height with this window line that was done to give proper room inside, but it affects the whole outlook of the car. So this car can look so sleek, can look so beautiful because they don't really care about rear passenger headroom. Alright? And I think in the flash, this car looks really good. I've never liked it from pictures. I just keep looking at the front, you know, the whole visual thing, but from rear third quarter, I think this one really carries on the beautiful F12, F13 6 Series look into the modern rendition, but then it's called the 8 now, right? The 8 Series. So BMW Malaysia only brought in the 850i, and it's not just an 850i, it is M850i xDrive. So this one has essentially the same drivetrain as an M5, but it's not as crazy, high-pitched, powerful as an M5, slightly detuned a little bit for comfort, but it's still very sporty, still very agile, still very performance-driven. I've watched all the videos from global medias. Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to drive the car yet, but everybody said that it drives extremely well. Well, we expect BMWs to drive well, right? Now, look at the rear lights, this beautiful line that runs like that, and I think there's a little bit of 3D effect here. It's lovely, it's beautiful. And then I especially like this haunch over here. Look at this haunch over there. You can see the line from the roof coming down like that. Lovely. This bit here, I'm not so sure. I mean, this car is so sleek and so beautiful. It could have been integrated well as part of the shape of the tailgate. Why it is an added piece, I don't understand. Maybe it's something for the 850i. That's the badge there, right? Beautiful. There are the exhausts. From pictures, it looks a bit over-designed because you have this, you have that, you have this, you have this, you have this. There's a lot of things going on, but I think it's alright. It works well. Not the sleekest rendition, but I think it's alright. The rims are beautiful though. These rims look really, really beautiful, and I'm surprised that they are shotted in Bridgestones. Yeah, they're shotted in Bridgestones. I'm surprised. Let's go inside here and have a seat in my next car. No. Oh, the switch gears. Lovely switch gears. Okay. And the first thing I noticed is, yes, it is slightly smaller than my 6 Series. It is slightly smaller than my 6 Series. And there's one thing that does it have soft close? Okay, yes, it does have soft close. Now, the visibility from the driver's side is still greatly impeded by the A-pillar, because the 6 or the 8 currently always have a very slanted A-pillar, and the whole thing just comes into your vision. So when you're driving, like when you're going Ulu Yam, right, you always cannot see the apex from here. Okay, now there's a little bit of cut here, you can at least see through a little bit, but I can guarantee you when you're driving this on Ulu Yam, you have to put your head like that to look up on the apex pretty often, as you can't do that from here. Okay. Why is it blowing hot air? I know the car. Just don't blow anything on me. Okay, I love the switch gears. The switch gears are very chunky, very substantial, very heavy even. This is the same steering wheel that we see on the 5 Series. Alright, and then you have the Harman Kardon speakers. Where's Bowers and Wilkins? It should be Bowers and Wilkins, huh? And then here, let's have a look at all these switch gears. They feel good. This one should be touch sensitive, like all BMWs. Alright, and then you should have the gestures. Does it have? Yes, you have the gestures. Alright, so the gesture is actually a sensor over here, up here. Alright, now this is the glass gear lever. It feels light. So you actually pull them in, push up. Feels good in your hands, except the P button. It's okay. Yep, it's supposed to be crystal, and let me give you a better look. Alright, and this is beautiful as well. The iDrive controller feels good as well. And then you have the cup holders, wireless chargers, yeah, all the stuff that you expect in a top grade BMW. Alright, some space inside here, USB ports. Not too big of a difference from the current 6 Series, to be honest. Materials are better. I mean, we have leather wrap dashboard as well, but it's not Napa. This is Napa leather wrap dashboard, and everything looks good, comfortable, spacious, and yeah, there's no big difference when it comes to the interior room of the car. Okay, qualities are all right. Yeah, very, very similar, very familiar. Even this is familiar. Okay, so let's have a look at the back. Pull this and then it should glide up. You see there's very little room over here. Yeah, there's very, very little room. It's pretty tight back there. You can see the cushion ends there, and then the back seat starts here. So it's strictly for kids at the back there. Okay, strictly for kids. So yeah, I think the blue color looks beautiful. Let's have a look at this combination. This looks beautiful inside, huh? The seats. And I don't know whether these are the only available seats. Oh, this one is a BMW individual. So individual, you have higher grade materials in there, I presume. These leathers feel good as well. The design is still very much BMW, very familiar design. Yep. And then you still... Oh, how do I open the boot now? Okay, I used to open the boot from the roundel. So the boot is spacious, alright, powered. Special. So, yeah. So this car is more than 1 million ringgit. Okay, 4.4 V8, 500 over horsepower, 750 Newton meters of torque. And if you buy one, you're gonna look really cool. So will you get this over a Porsche 911? Right. It's bigger, more comfortable, presumably, of course. And looks modern, looks good. Yep.